And I'm Janaya, and today we're going to be interviewing
Armando.
So
Jaden.
the volume's helping out, so the three of you come to the street.
to get their input on ClearRoute.
Yes, okay, so ClearRoute, you think counselors should be able to override, edit, and improve students' college choices?
Yeah, of course.
I'll start off. I feel like override or approve is not necessarily good, like correct term, but I do feel like college counselors should have a very heavy impact on schools that you apply to, as they're the ones that go over your transcript with you, they go over your grades with you, do all that. So, in my opinion, I think that they should have very big input, but not the majority decision.
Should students be placed on a tier list to determine college readiness, eagerness, and what impact do you think this will have on the students?
Okay.
Me personally, I feel like a tier list is necessary.
When it's done,
Why I feel like that is probably because just to get a better understanding and a better recognition of the students and their capabilities. So I feel like being able to have them, what's the right term? Being able to have them in that list just kind of sets the standard and shows the student scores and their capability, their potential, which I feel like is a pretty standardized, pretty in an orderly fashion, which I feel like is respectable. And the impact on the student, I feel like it could encourage them and motivate them, let them know that competition is fierce, so it could push them to strive to be a better student, to be able to apply to that college.
Yo.
We were asking about the process to getting into the app, and do you think it's effective? Why not?
Like which one?
Like when we first logged into.
Legalized standard for using college applications.
No.
Like that application?
Yeah, like when Miss Williams got us all together and we were all up in there.
Using the applications. I feel like that process is very slow, very tedious. Honestly, it's like the thing is, it promotes us as the #1 college app in all of America. However, they're missing a substantial amount of colleges that exists among the forefront of the entire country. There's a couple of colleges that I wanted to apply for. However, I was not able to do that through said application due to them not having said application supported on that website. And I feel like we do need an alternative app with the same features, but in a more processed way, in a better processed way, in order for us to apply to basically every college within the United States. I feel like that app, even though it promotes itself as #1, is missing a substantial amount of colleges that exist within our society.
What current college platform do you think is slow or unnecessary today? I'm so sorry. What is one college platform?
Sorry.
I only think there are any that I've tried to apply to that are unnecessary. It slows down. The only one I've tried is Common App, and I feel like it works pretty fine. It's just what Armando said earlier with the missing colleges. That kind of throws the whole application process off. So, is it zoomed in on me? Back up. Go to Armando.
The current negative effects of the current application, the one that we currently use right now in school, for sure, very tedious process. However, I will say this though, the best feature that app has is the direct admissions, where it automatically shows you colleges where you don't even really have to apply. You're already accepted. It's whether you take the offer or not. Direct admissions will honestly be the best feature they have. And if a competitor was to hypothetically want to step up, I think direct admissions is the best way to go about it. That's one of the features that we definitely need.
Okay, and the next question will be, what do you think the negative impacts of using this app will be? And then why do you think those are negative impacts? Why do you think our app is causing this?
May you repeat the question?
Yeah, so what do you think the negative impacts of using this app will be and why?
Your app that you're gonna?
Yeah.
I feel like
Or in Common App. You can talk about either one.
I feel like since AI is very much a new process generator, AI has been around in many different forms, like cash registers and all that extra stuff, like self-checkout. However, since 2022, since AI development has really kicked off, I do feel like in certain ways, AI is generally still pretty slow in terms of comprehension and everything else. It cannot process things as a human. It cannot process a lot of other things as a human as well. So I feel like when we look at the grand scheme of things, I feel like if you were to have an app like a college alternative, when you handle something so major like that, you don't want AI to mess up the process for you. So within my endeavors, even though I've done a tedious process, I've done it all correctly. I've double checked everything. So I appreciate you all for doing. That's it.
I never tested the app, so like I don't really have an opinion on what could go wrong. But based off what I've heard previously, I just hope like there's no AI that's being in a way. I feel like this whole process should be man-made. That way, like Armando said, it could be recorded accurately and not be left up to computer AI, which can mess us up overall. So that's my opinion on that. And I hope the app goes well. So.
Okay, come here now, Armando. I would just like to say thank you to Jaden and Armando and this Jaden for being here. They're wonderful. Wait, get a high angle of both of all of them.